This week we are in northern Italy, in the Piedmont region with the Galeasso family. Join us as we learn about Barolo wine, go on a truffle hunt, and visit the world-famous Truffle Festival in Alba, right here on the Wine Travelers.
Join us on the ultimate food and wine adventure, the Wine Travelers.
The winery just below the house reflects the growing trend in Piedmont towards modernization. The Galeassos still age their Barolo in traditional large barrels, but now use brand new, modern, temperature-controlled fermenters. Mario is moving an early ripening grape variety called Barbera, which has already been harvested and fermented, to another vessel to make room for the Barolo. He tastes the wine throughout each process of vinification. Of course, so do we.
This is the Barbera 2004, during the fermentations.
On hand is our friend and unofficial interpreter Armando, who lives in New York City but returns to Piedmont each fall to visit relatives and help the Galeassos with the harvest. Another important task that is performed every few hours is called pumping over the cap.
That means that you take the wine from the bottom, and the same barrel, and you bring on the top so to get all the grapes moisture wet.
This aerates the wine and keeps the juice in constant contact with the skins to extract color and flavor. It's part of the ceaseless agenda of work required during harvest. Between picking, crushing, pumping, and moving wine from fermenter to barrel, winemakers get little sleep during this time of year. The bad weather continues, so we still cannot pick the Barolo. However, when the weather is bad for grapes, it is usually good for truffles. We decide to go truffle hunting instead. In Piedmont, as long as you have some kind of forest, then you can probably go into your backyard and find some kind of truffle. A lot of people wonder what is a truffle. Basically, truffles are a type of edible wild fungus, and as is common for mushrooms, they grow best in the presence of certain tree species. Although there are many species of truffle growing in Europe and even the northwestern part of the United States, the white truffle from around Alba, called the Tartufo Bianco in Italian, is considered the finest and rarest of all. Mario finds a couple of small white truffles, which is a good start, but we'll need some reinforcements. Luckily, tomorrow is the first day of the Alba Truffle Market. The next day, we awake to overcast skies and thick fog, although above us in Lamora, the sun is out and the skies are blue. While this is encouraging, we still can't pick just yet. We are off to the fair. The annual Truffle Market, held in the nearby city of Alba, begins the first weekend in October and draws huge crowds of people from all over the world. Today is also the weekly Saturday market, so the town is especially crowded.
Where's the Truffle Market?
That is up.
This way? Let's get a truffle.
The Truffle Market is held inside a number of large tents, and there is everything truffle here.
Truffle polenta.
stuff too for everything with truffle.
There are nutty, mild black truffles. And of course, there are the sharp, garlic-smelling white truffles. There's also a staggering variety of local specialties.
They sell the truffle here in this area.
Inside the center tent is the main truffle market, where truffle hunters sell their delicacies. In the outer hallways, you can find all kinds of local wine, cheese, salami, and pastas.
È mio professore.
We run into one of Luca's professors from the prestigious Alba School of Enology, which even has its own label.
We're gonna hit it tonight. That's it.
With the chocolate.
Our trip to the market is cut short, though. Around midday, the fog lifts, the sky's clear, and we get word that the harvest is on. We rush back home, but first, since this is Italy, we sit down for a long lunch.
Piedmont is famous for red wines, especially Nebbiolo, but is also home to Moscato, a white grape that is made into lightly sweet, sparkling wine. Up next, the harvest and the crush.